Comment ça va tout le monde? On est là avec Raul, Cristian. A lot of my followers and viewers are French, so sometimes I will have to translate.
Sure, of course. I pretty much understand 90% of what you're saying. So.
Yeah, it's the same root.
You know, the Romanian language and the French language actually, as from the grammatical and phonetical point of view, are the most similar languages.
Yeah,
yes,
really?
as from the grammatical point of view.
I
mean, doesn't really sound similar at all. At all.
I think that Romanian sometimes sound more like Italian than French.
Yes, because phonetically, the two languages that are the most similar are Italian and Romanian. And grammatically, the two languages that are the most similar
Romanian
around all of the are Romanian and French.
That's interesting.
That's how the Latin families are very, very connected to each other.
Yeah.
Now, Romanian language, however, for instance, with an Italian, if he speaks in Italian, I speak in Romanian, we can understand basics.
Yeah.
We are not lost in the woods.
Yeah.
In the world. Now, I understand you. I don't know if you understand me, but I understand French. You need basic knowledge. I learned French 7 years in school, but you know, in school I was out of basketball.
It's like,
I was such a Western student. I don't know about you.
It's like English. I learned English in school, but
But
when I arrived here, I felt like I didn't even know English, you know. So it's you know. But ladies and gentlemen, we're here with Raul, Cristian, my friend for many years. On est là avec mon ami de plusieurs années.
20 years, almost 20.
Fuck, that's crazy. Raul, Cristian, he's awesome.
I'm awesome.
You are awesome. Il est vraiment cool. C'est vraiment un bon gars. On va faire une petite interview. On va parler de pas mal de choses tous ensemble. What's up, Miss Gaming? What's up? What's up? Salut tout le monde.
Oh, there you go. Oh, so similar. It's like a comeback home.
Right?
Right. Oh man.
So,
Hey man.
Raul.
Yeah.
Explain to us. We want to know about you. I will translate in French. How did you start in industry? Where? How long ago? You know, all that.
Well, I started in '97 working for Magma Company.
I started in 97 too.
You see?
Il a commencé en 97. À l'époque, il travaillait pour une compagnie qui s'appelait Magma.
Yes, and I was very shortly embraced by Niels. I never was comfortable in the middle of the in the front of the camera. I started as an actor just because I didn't have money.
You started as a performer?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I was terrible. You don't want to know that. I mean, it was my mind was always on money. Literally, not on money, on career and potential.
Because I was about to ask you, how come you? Because you're a good-looking guy. You're always in shape.
I show up on the casting. Here is how this happened, because I'm so fortunate because of that. I was after a divorce, love of my life. I had two companies, bankrupt completely, 3 years just in my 25th years, and man, I ended up so broke and so destroyed. I really loved that person. And my friends, I was in Budapest, broke, 27 years old, okay? And my friend said, dude, I mean, you look awesome. What the fuck? Budapest is the mecca of pornography, you remember?
Yeah, of course.
On those years. And I didn't want to go to any jobs. I ran companies when I was 20s.
Yeah.
And I said, man, for me, it's not working for anybody else. And I showed up in a casting. In 3 days after, I was in a set.
Cool.
And the good part of that, I end up in a very big production with all of these Hungarian guys, the 1% of the Hungarian guys, Meyer, Fetzo, you know, the big Hungarian guys, in a big American production. So that was what switched me directly from wanting to be an actor to wait a second. This is something else, because I was in castings and all that, and I didn't really had such a good idea about what's happening in other porn productions, because I was with friends. So I knew about this, but I didn't really pay attention to it. So the bottom line is that I was put it as a plus guy. They knew a guy that doesn't matter if I work or not. Fortunately, I worked, you know, because I was such a cool kid, 27, but I was just such a cool kid. I recognized everybody around, so I was just a respectable newcomer, right?
Yeah.
I shake hands with everybody. I introduce myself, which was very unusual back then.
Of course.
You know, because everybody's like, yes, I just hugging everybody, you know, talking with everybody, and everybody said, oh, I'm a cool guy. Of course, I was in my set, beautiful, 3 girls, oh my God. And the guys looked awesome. bottom line, they helped me out to the big scene. And after that, I said, I'm not going to let this business go. But then, you know, I end up on other productions. We were not that comfortable.
Yeah.
Right? I was not, you know, somebody that you wanted to help. And then, you know, I needed a routine. You know, I was not that actor that from the really beginning is like this. And I tell you frankly, all the time when I got into the set, my mind was on the equipment, on the director, and especially when I end up on it was a black production. And Marcus, you remember Marcus?
Yeah, Mr.
Okay,
Marcus.
Mr. Marcus, okay, and it was him and Lexington Steele, and I went straight to them. I said, I saw the guys with big cars and big production, and in just 3 days, I asked them to be their assistant for free, and they told me about everything in America. And from that moment on, I said, fuck, that's right, my mind is not on the set and on the pussy. I wanted to make this.
Yeah.
And during this period, you know, having good set, bad sets, barely making from 1 month to another.
Yeah.
I looked amazing. I mean, sharp, six pack, all that kind of thing, but I was broke.
Yeah.
You know?
Let me translate all that
Please.
before. Alors en gros, il n'est pas acteur, je vous explique tout ça. Raul, il a été pendant des années réalisateur et producteur de films. Il avait aussi un site très très connu qui marchait beaucoup à une époque qui s'appelait Live Gonzo. C'était C'était un site qui faisait des scènes en live en fait. Et vous pouviez les regarder, il y avait un chat un peu comme on fait là, comme du webcamming, mais avec des vraies scènes de baise et des interviews, tout ça. À la base, alors je vous explique comment... Live Gonzo, the best. Je vais vous expliquer comment il a commencé. En fait, à la base, il s'est retrouvé à 25 ans, divorcé de la femme de sa vie. Il avait eu plusieurs compagnies, il a tout perdu. Il se retrouve 25, 26, 27 ans, plus d'argent, plus marié, beau gosse, in shape il connaît des gens du porno qui lui disent « Mais regarde, t'es beau gosse, pourquoi t'essaies pas de faire du porno ?» Lui, il avait toujours la mentalité « Je veux faire de l'argent, je veux faire de l'argent ». Il se met dans le porno. Et son premier tournage, il se retrouve sur un gros tournage professionnel avec des gens que lui connaissait. Donc, il était quand même à l'aise. Et il avait été pris un peu le mec genre « Bon, bah on le prend, s'il bande bien, s'il bande, pas grave, on s'en fout vu qu'on a les mains, les principaux. » Et ça s'est bien passé pour lui. Après ce tournage, il refait d'autres tournages, mais là, il s'est rendu compte que...
Excuse me to interrupt. And then you continue. With all due respect to those guys, after 3 years, they were my main guys for 5 years, and you know them all.
Yeah, of course.
Out of the respect.
Of course.
Seriously, because they were on the first set. So
Yeah.
you have to tell them.
Ah ouais.
Because they were with me 5 years, you know that.
Of course, yeah. En fait, quand il a commencé à aller sur les autres tournages, il s'est rendu compte que c'était pas la fête. Qu'il y a des gens qui allaient pas être cool avec toi, qu'il y a des gens qui te prennent comme la compétition, et qu'en fait, ça se passait que très moyennement. Alors il avait des jours où ça se passait bien, d'autres jours où il se passait pas très bien, et du coup il galérait un peu avec le business et avec l'oseille, parce que c'était pas facile. Mais en même temps, lui, il s'est toujours retrouvé sur les tournages où il regardait les caméras, le réalisateur, comment ça se passait, le côté de la production. Explaining that you were always looking the production. Et il a commencé à se pencher plus sur la production que sur le fait d'être acteur. Et à cette époque-là, il y avait Mr. Marcus et Lexington Steele qui étaient en Europe pour faire des tournages. Et lui, quand il s'est retrouvé sur leur tournage, you want to lock it?
Yeah, lock it.
It's the other side.
I don't want to just lay down in front of the audience like.
Yeah. Don't worry. I always do that.
Yeah.
Et donc voilà, ouais, aussi Chris Rowley was one of your names, right?
Yes.
Et en fait, ce qui s'est passé, c'est que il y avait Mr. Marcus et Lexington Steele qui étaient là-bas pour faire leur production. Et lui, il allait les voir et il leur a dit voilà, j'aimerais beaucoup faire l'assistant sur votre tournage. Gratuitement, vous me payez pas, je viens et je vous aide. Et en fait, lui, son plan, c'était toujours de regarder vraiment comment ça se passait, le côté production, pour lui se lancer là-dedans. Et ce qui est assez cool, c'est que ils ont accepté, ils l'ont beaucoup aidé. Et quand lui, il a commencé à faire ses productions, pour leur rendre l'appareil, parce qu'ils l'ont aidé, quand lui faisait des productions, il les a toujours fait bosser en tant qu'acteur après.
Yeah. Okay, so after that, I have to answer, yes, I understand 90% of everything that you're talking because I learned French 7 years in the school and our grammatic is very, very
Ouais.
similar. Unfortunately, I'm just a dumbass to talk, but...
Il parle pas français, mais il comprend très très bien parce qu'il a appris à l'école le français, mais aussi les roumains. Et la base du langage, c'est le latin, comme le français.
Cool. So after that, when that happened, that was clearly secured. And by that time, I got the routine. And you know, the routine to be a performer. But I was doing a job. I went to work.
Yeah.
And you know,
Which is not the right
Which is not the right way. And I knew it right from the beginning, but I have to pay bills.
Of course.
As simple as that. And fortunately, because of that, at one production, it was Niels's production. And Niels, somehow, you know, we end up being close. And, you know, Reinhard and Freddie and Michael back then, I don't know if you remember those dudes.
Of course.
Of course. I'm talking with Freddie.
Reinhardt was always like
Yeah.
the biggest German star with
Yes.
The
other guy. Yes.
Zenzaragi.
Exactly. Zenzaragi. Exactly, man. Zenzaragi, actually. And they embraced me. Embraced me because I said, okay, the first way I might end up being this business is just to open an agency. So I start to have a little agency in an apartment, and then I ask, may I make photos? Teach me to do the lights, right? Teach me to do the photo from scratch, man. So 6 months,
That's
I think
awesome.
I was just an assistant, asking fucking millions of questions. I was a nightmare for these dudes because I was like, what would it? And plus they shoot gorilla stuff in the middle of center of Budapest. I had a
remember.
nightmare, you know, and I had to cover because I was the only Hungarian resident. You know, the police came here, they were gone, and I had to stay still. Okay, so it wasn't pleasant, but it was one of the best school ever of how to shoot cheap. They were amazing in shoot cheap, and then party, and that was the legacy, man. That it came through me to talk out my career because this is how I started. I was taught to work very efficiently and then get fucked up.
Alors après, il a commencé à bosser pour une compagnie qui s'appelle Magma en tant qu'assistant. Et le truc, c'est que c'était une compagnie Magma où il shootait pas cher, mais il faisait toujours des trucs genre dans la rue. Et lui, il shootait ça à Budapest. Et eux, c'était des Allemands. C'était le seul qui vivait, qui était résident en Hongrie. Et du coup, quand il se passait des couilles avec les flics, tout le monde se barrait. Et lui, c'était le mec qui était obligé de rester pour un peu expliquer aux flics ou payer les flics comme il fallait. Bref. Aussi, c'était une méthode de bosser où les mecs, ils pensaient qu'il y a un truc. Ils shootaient les scènes la journée et après, ils allaient juste se défoncer, aller faire la fête. À l'allemande, en fait. Et lui, il a appris, en fait, beaucoup à bosser comme ça. Mais aussi, pendant les 6 mois où il était assistant, le boulot d'assistant, c'est pas le meilleur boulot dans le porno, mais lui s'en est servi pour apprendre. Il posait toujours des questions photographes, donc il a appris la photo. Il posait des questions au mec de l'éclairage, comme ça il a appris comment ça se passait l'éclairage. Le caméraman pour apprendre comment ça fonctionnait la caméra et comment gérer tout ça en fait.
And then when the biggest change had happened was that I was so efficient for this little team. And at one point, Niels, I mean, back in those days, Magma came with big budgets, like 100,000 marks. Do you remember?
I remember.
Good life. And huge organizational locations and all that stuff. And there was a problem with Karim's girlfriend that was organizing for Niels. Do you remember the problem?
There was always problems with any of Karim's girlfriends anyway.
And I saw an opportunity. So Karim's girlfriend was running an organization for Niels for about 6 months. Took Niels, I mean Karim took Niels on the side from a guy who organized Niels for like 20 years or something, 10 years. You know, Karim was very smart all the time. Very smart. All the time, man.
He didn't look it, but he was very smart.
Yes. And at one point something happened between them and they split. And that was my moment. My opportunity. So I end up on asking Niels, can I give me a chance to organize the next production? And it's me. Fuck it, you have balls. I said, yeah, I do. Ask Freddie.
Yeah.
And I got a shot. I said, but you fuck it. Let's
Yeah.
you pack, you go. I said, okay. I did a perfect job. And during the middle of the of the second day, in the middle of the shooting, you know, he shot big cameras, light, and all that. Right before the camera shoots, he said, "It's quiet, Raul." I was in a fucking second floor somewhere. He yelled after me, because he knew I wanted to learn camera. Because that's how I got the job. I said, "Listen, I want you to be my mentor. Do you understand? This is paying our bills.
Yeah.
I'm going to do something." I look into his eyes, and in the room, he's looking. He said, "Okay." And then in the second day, he wanted to see how I do. They arrived, you know, fucking airplanes, hotels, room, all that. When I was sure that everything is, even his fucking toothpaste, it's in the place.
Yeah.
Second day, he invited me on the set in the front of everybody, and he started to teach me camera.
That's awesome. En fait, ce qui se passait, c'est que à l'époque, Nils Molitor, qui était le patron de la compagnie Magma.
He was one of the best camera guys.
I remember Nils.
Best days.
I remember
yeah.
Nils. He was not an easy guy, but yeah. Donc Magma se servait d'une meuf qui était la copine d'un acteur qui s'appelait Zenzaraji à l'époque pour faire tout ce qui était production. Quand elle et le mec se sont séparés, il y a eu des embrouilles pour la production et ils recherchaient quelqu'un pour la production. Lui, il était juste assistant. Il est allé voir le patron, il a dit, écoute, laisse-moi faire ça, je veux faire la production pour toi, tu peux demander à tout le monde, j'ai envie de faire ce boulot, j'ai envie de te montrer que je suis bon. Le mec lui a dit, ok, bah t'as des couilles, tu me demandes de faire le boulot, par contre, si tu merdes, tu prends tes affaires et tu travailles plus pour nous. Il a dit d'accord. Et il a fait tout le boulot parfaitement. Quand le producteur s'est rendu compte que le boulot était fait vraiment parfaitement, avant tout ça, lui, il avait expliqué qu'il voulait que Nils devienne son mentor, que Nils lui apprenne tout, comment faire des films et aussi la caméra. Le deuxième jour de tournage, comme il avait assuré toute la production, Nils l'appelle, alors que lui, il était genre dans une autre pièce, au deuxième étage de la baraque. Il le fait venir et lui dit, voilà, maintenant, mets-toi à côté de moi, je vais t'apprendre comment on fait la caméra et comment on fait le cadrage. Et voilà.
And then, unfortunately, what happened in about a year, that's about 2000, you know the transition between Deutschmark and Euro?
Yes,
Okay, so that completely was the start of the Magma downfall in that era.
of course,
Remember that?
of course.
And I mean, from now being one of the best camera guy in the world's apprentice right hand and being in charge with organizing all of his production, I was the new kid on the block.
Yeah.
Literally. Boom. In 6 months, they declare company change on the highest level. That completely changed their power in the budget. They thought big, so they sold a share of the company. But I mean, big one. I think even more than the majority. Yes, more than the majority. And in that moment, all of the budgets were restructured. Every budget went down, and that was the downfall of the old VHC porn.
Yeah.
And I was right in the middle of it. As a big transition, seeing that this work is going to flush, I said to them, to Magma, I said, if you finance, and I have money on the side, and I got some finance, I can get something that nobody else. I'm going to be the first. I'm going to bring pornography in Romania. How about we use Romanian girls? And Freddie and that team, and including Niels, and we're not going to be able to support this. I said, well, this is my country. If I'm going to, I ran in 2000 and registered the first Romanian porn company in that country. Mm-hmm. Pornography in Romania, based on legislation, still does not exist. I was registered the first adult production company in legislation of Romania. That the judge looked into my lawyer, what is this? Because I got the code. Because it wasn't specified that it's against the law. I become legal, pornography becomes legal because I was the first one who said
crazy.
There is not a word in the constitution. Because I knew, I went to a lawyer in Romania and said, listen, if you can register the first Romanian porn company, I'm going to bring porn here. That was my logic. You know, euro down, my job is off, and then everybody will come. I know everybody, Rocco, the guys, la 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 la. And this is how I'm going to save my company. That was my logic behind it.
En gros, ce qui s'est passé, c'est lorsque lorsque le Deutschmark est devenu l'euro, Ça a changé beaucoup. Hey Melina, what's up? Ça a changé beaucoup de choses dans le porno européen. That's old. Drink this.
Cool.
Dans le porno européen et surtout dans la compagnie Magma, ça a changé beaucoup de choses. Et ils ont revendu des parts en majorité à une autre compagnie. Et du coup, ça a changé beaucoup des têtes de Magma en fait. Et lui, il venait juste de faire cette transition, il commençait à faire des films lui-même, tout ça. Et il s'est dit, il faut que je fasse quelque chose avant que je perde mon boulot. Et il a décidé, comme lui à la base il est roumain, d'aller en Roumanie et de voir si c'était légal pour eux de créer une compagnie en Roumanie de porno. Et pourquoi pas essayer de recruter des meufs là-bas et faire venir toutes les grosses productions, les Rocco, les Christophe et les autres productions en Roumanie pour utiliser des Roumaines. Et effectivement, il n'y avait rien contre la constitution roumaine, dans la constitution roumaine contre le porno. Donc il a été le premier à monter une boîte de porno en Roumanie pour faire venir du monde là-bas. Melina, this is my friend Raul Cristian. He is a producer, director of pornography.
Raul Cristian Wikipedia. Like
Yeah.
him. Simple.
Melina is she's a female performer in the industry, beautiful woman.
Hi, Melina. Do I know her? No.
I don't know if you ever saw her.
No, that was not.
I don't know.
I'm off the game. Like
You would remember if
I
you saw
would,
her.
for sure.
So that's it. Go ahead.
Okay, so now the thing is that I was right. Now Romania is one of the biggest porn country in the world. Not because of porn, it's because of video chat. So yes, my man, I was right. Pornography exists in Romania, has the capital. Why? Because of the Romanian girls. Why? One, genetics. In the
Beautiful girls.
majority and the natality, meaning the ratio of females and males newborn in some of the states, we have, I think, like, I don't know, don't judge me, but 40 something states, I don't know, I don't really care. But there are in some states, we have the natality 7-1 female.
Putain, dans certains...
This is why Romania is full of girls, man.
Dans
There is
certains-
3 per 1 capita as average.
Dans certaines régions de Roumanie, il peut y
Beba.
avoir 7 meufs pour un mec.
Yeah.
Et il dit la moyenne en
Or
Roumanie,
5 to 4 to 1.
c'est 3-4 pour 1.
Yeah, the average Romania ratio of females newborn are about 3-1.
No Fed is saying, I'm taking my ticket right now to go to Romania.
You should because you go out, especially now when the weather is so. Is the genetics first of all, right? The genetics of Eastern Europeans are, I mean, girls. Especially, I'm not talking about us males, and that's one point. Now the second point is the location of the country, and the most important thing is the linguistics. I mean, we have talent to speak. I mean, if a girl sits down and watch fucking soap opera on Spanish TV, in 6 months she speaks fluent Spanish.
Yeah.
This is how connected our languages are. So a webcam girl, again, Romania is the capital of webcam. I hope you guys know that, including together with South America. But before South America, Romania was number 1.
Elle dit que la Roumanie, à la base, c'était l'endroit numéro 1 pour tous les webcam girls. Maintenant, l'Amérique du Sud, mais un pays comme... I mean, when you compare the
America
size
as
of
a
South
continent
America
and America
versus, yeah,
Thank you.
It's crazy.
That's a good observation. I mean, the biggest studios, one of the biggest and most expensive video chat studios are based in Bucharest. I know the owners. I know everybody. I mean, huge operations. Now, that was my logistics going back to 2002, right? Now, the thing that happened that didn't just happen overnight, right? And I was lucky that some guy and the creator of Perfect Gonzo, these two guys somehow met, and one of them, they had $60,000. He watched me on a Romanian TV channel because he's Romanian, and they decided to give me, right? Because they wanted a Romanian somehow, and they wanted Romanian talent and all that stuff, and they gave me a test scene, which I did. That was in 2002. I did it with my ex-fiance back then. Yeah, fucking POV, and as a result, after 5 years, no, after 2 years, after that POV shit scene, Perfect Gonzo was the most successful Gonzo-owned independent platform in the world.
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah.
En fait, ce qui s'est passé, c'est que un jour, il y avait deux mecs qui étaient propriétaires d'une compagnie qui s'appelait Perfect Gonzo à l'époque, et ils cherchaient quelqu'un pour réaliser des trucs pour eux. Et un des deux mecs était roumain, et un jour, il regarde la télé roumaine, et qui il voit Raul à la télé, et il se dit, voilà, lui, il pourrait faire des trucs. Il lui demande de faire une scène test pour leur site. À l'époque, lui, il avait une meuf, il a fait une scène avec elle. Et du coup, ils ont kiffé, et du coup, il a commencé à réaliser toutes les scènes pour Perfect Gonzo, qui était à une époque la plateforme numéro 1 de porno, en tout cas en Europe.
European Gonzo,
Yeah.
So now, after that, it was just, you know, a question of time. America is showing up. So I wanted my American recognition. That's it. And I wanted my independence regarding the websites. I wanted to have my own thing. And I thought that I couldn't achieve a better deal with the platform. I made so sweet money. I'm so grateful for these dudes. I mean, literally. I mean, we were broke. I'm not broke. We were started with $60,000, 3 guys, and we blew up to thousands of people and all that shit. So it was an amazing ride. And however, they had a limit. They didn't want me to become a partner and an owner. And I said, you could not stop me. You have to support me. And they said, you have to figure out something else we will support. I said, okay, I'm going to go in America. I'm going to build out a brand. I want all the content and all of these rights. That's my brand. Selling your content. And after a while, this is my content. I said, they knew that I was having like minimal, they wanted me to not go. We know this stuff, right?
Of course.
And they wanted to be sure that I have the lessest chances possible to go. And I had this archive, and they were contacted by John Stagliano and by Jules. Them, not me, that they want to distribute the content. So they said, listen, people like this, you know who these people are? Like crazy? And they really wanted to meet you. I said, okay, no, that's the reason. Let's go. I need $150,000 in cash right now because I need to hire people. I need to edit this stuff, and I need you to give me, and I need to build an office, and I need. So they locked me down for about 3 years till I gave back $250,000, which I did, every single fucking penny, so I can have this American future of mine, and branding, and the AV, and the company, Crew Media, and started to be independent. And we did the perfect job till the fucking Wall Street fucked us up. And the whole Perfect Gonzo went under in 2009 when the economy.
After the 2000,
yes,
2008,
yes, and because that was my only income. I mean, we lost 96% of sales from February till October.
Wow.
And they shut the company.
That's
and I have
crazy.
to fire everybody, and I moved here, in pain, but with $3 million of worth of content in my database.
Wow. En fait, à la base, avec Perfect Gonzo, les deux mecs, ils avaient $60,000 à la banque pour faire leur compagnie. Lorsque lui, il a commencé à faire des trucs pour eux, la compagnie explose. Il faut énormément d'argent, énormément d'employés. Le problème, c'est qu'après quelques temps, lui, il voulait devenir associé et pas juste un mec qui shoot pour eux. Et les mecs voulaient pas. Lui, il s'est dit, écoute, l'Europe, ça va 2 secondes, mais ma vie, mon but, c'est d'aller aux États-Unis et de me mettre en place. Les mecs, ils n'étaient pas chauds pour le laisser partir, mais il y a les compagnies Evil Angel avec Stagliano et Josh Jordan qui ont commencé à s'approcher, à leur poser des questions et vouloir, si vous voulez, une distribution en Europe. Merci Kanja de rejoindre la Team Canada. À partir de maintenant, nous sommes frères.
Thank you, Kanja.
Et du coup, eux, ils disent à Raoul, voilà, ces gens-là commencent à s'intéresser à ce que tu fais, à ce qu'on fait, ils veulent te rencontrer, faudrait qu'on fasse un truc. Lui, il leur dit, voilà, maintenant, pour aller aux États-Unis, je vais avoir besoin de 150 000 balles pour monter une boîte, ouvrir un bureau, avoir des employés, commencer à travailler là-bas. Au bout de 2 ans, je crois qu'il avait dépensé 250 000 balles, qu'il leur a rendu entièrement.
Yep.
Et une fois qu'ils ont tout construit et que c'était bien parti, il y a eu le crash en 2008 de la bourse aux États-Unis. Et ça s'est cassé la gueule de ouf. Et leur compagnie a perdu 96% de leurs ventes. Et ils ont été obligés, en 6 mois, et ils ont été obligés de mettre la clé sous la porte. So after Perfect Gonzo crashes,
Yeah, well, it's not just Perfect Gonzo. The whole industry have
I know,
changed. I mean,
of
this is
course.
when the free porn come on the market.
it was a whole, like as a whole.
That was
yeah.
the whole restructuring of the
Yeah.
business. They had to do something, and that was the part of the game. They wanted the porn money, so let's not go into what happened. But as a result, the whole industry have changed, and my employee made a terrible mistake. He stopped my employee, my business partner, Perfect Ones. They made a terrible mistake, and I'm telling you why. They thought back then that if they stop with the money that they have, the system of theirs is going to run enough so they can have a comfortable life. So they fired me too, with hundreds of people. And I said, give me that fucking 10 website of you, motherfucker, because I'm going to upload those, all right? And you just go to Ibiza. They said, well, you know what, but it's too much work, this and that. We have a couple of millions, this and this. And Emmanuel and David, for this, go fuck yourself. And they fired us.
There was an name, Emmanuel.
Emmanuel and David.
Oh,
Yes. So, and they thought that the money, those millions that they put in on the side, I didn't have any cash, but I had the access to all of the content. It was in my possession. So I said, you don't want to fire me, man. You don't want to fire me. And I have the single code to the safe where the whole content is. This is true story. This is the bad shit of porn when you are entering some kind of level games. So they said, we are settled, actually, right? I'm living in one of them in, I don't know, French Riviera, which is
Like Cannes or
like
Nice.
in Nice, okay?
Nice, yeah.
Okay, in Nice. The other one bought a house, whatnot. I said, this money is going to
Right now.
be gone at one point. And as a result, Perfect Gonzo is back. After they fired me, I had to change completely. And now, one of my employees is shooting all of the Perfect Gonzo.
I remember that. I
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah, and they came back after they ran the money out. They gave me some work, which, of course, I'm expensive.
Of course.
But then I don't have the budget that I had before for Raul, who's now in America. Now you need to pay Lisa Ann and Manuel Ferrara. Or you need to pay the cost of Raul coming home and do this and do that.
Yeah.
So what they did, these cocksuckers, they copy everything and they start to shoot on themselves, their camera, you understand? And then they gave it to one guy that I taught.
Wow.
So,
Alors, en fait, ce qui s'est passé, c'est qu'après le crash, ces mecs-là, ils se sont dit, bon, nous, on a fait assez d'oseille, on va virer tout le monde, et on va laisser le site continuer, et l'argent que ça ramènera, on vivra avec ça. Le truc, c'est que il y a eu plusieurs choses qui sont passées. Un, le contenu était en sa possession à lui, et c'était le seul à avoir accès au contenu. Donc il leur a dit, les gars, vous pouvez pas me virer comme ça, parce que si vous me virez, de toute façon, je garde le contenu. Deux, il leur a dit, ça ne durera pas longtemps si vous faites ça, tôt ou tard, vous allez plus avoir d'oseille et vous allez avoir besoin de ce site. Alors, il faudrait qu'on continue comme ça et pas qu'on baisse les bras. Les mecs, hein? Who's got the biggest dick?
he is the biggest dick.
I'm an asshole. That's what I mean by dick. Look. And so, et donc, ils reviennent vers lui et leur disent, bon bah finalement, ce qui s'est passé devait se passer, ils avaient plus trop d'oseille, donc ils ont eu besoin de relancer le site. Ils reviennent vers lui et lui disent, voilà, bon, on a besoin que tu refilmes des trucs. Sauf que lui, bah, en tant que réalisateur, il coûte cher. Et il est aux États-Unis, il voulait prendre que les top performeurs, donc il devait dépenser de l'argent avec des Lisa Ann ou avec moi, par exemple, en tant que performeur. Et tout ça, ça coûte très cher. Sauf que eux voulaient dépenser moins d'oseille. Donc lui, il leur a dit, mais si vous dépensez pas l'oseille, je peux pas faire tourner ces gens-là. Donc au lieu de lui donner de l'oseille à lui pour qu'il continue à faire les tournages, eux, ils se sont dit, on va prendre un autre mec qui travaillait avant pour Raoul, le payer moins et lui dire d'essayer de refaire ce que Raoul faisait en Europe avec des meufs moins chères et des mecs moins chers. Et ça n'a pas marché du tout en fait. It didn't work at all.
Absolutely didn't. I mean, at this moment, look, that was a little anger in between of how a beautiful business can be affected by economical crisis and by stupid decision. If they would have not fired the artistic department and they went out to holiday, like this is what the the digital owners are thinking they could do with talent, and you fire the artistic department, your business is going to go to flush.
Yeah.
Because people are following the content, not the company.
Of course.
It's king, but man, content is king.
Right.
Please, owners, realize that. For once and for all, the people who makes the content have been treated like your best friends.
Yeah.
Isn't that true?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I was bitching about, I agree, yes. But I was already in America. I was affected, yeah, but it didn't really matter that much. It was after a couple of years. But as a, let's stop talking about Perfect Gonzo, this is how that part of my life have ended. And by being here, Live Gonzo was already running. And you see,
And you were distributing movies through Evil Angel and
Yes,
Jules
and-
Jordan,
yeah, at
which
the same time.
you were the only one
the
able
first
to do
one.
that.
No, not the only one now, but I was the
No.
first one.
Well, oh yeah, yeah.
No.
You're
No.
right. You're right.
But I was the first one who
Yeah.
was distributed by these two titans in the same time.
Yeah.
Because I had that much content, but it's not that much. It's I think, I don't know. I think you need to know how to talk with people.
Of course.
So I went out knocking and I just pushed.
But
I
you have
pushed.
to, it's not just talking. You have to show that you're doing the right content for those people, for them to say, okay.
And I was working back then, man. I was in the peak of my career. I mean, I was just working, and yeah, that moved then after this whole crisis to using the capital that I have from the revenues to invest into something new. So this is how I create Live Gonzo, which actually was something really beautiful, but it didn't monetize. Why? Because the traffic was not the traffic that I needed for something like this to happen. Plus, it was too new.
Yeah.
It was the first online, the people didn't really understand how this can be monetized.
Yeah.
So, which means that the affiliate partners, doesn't matter all of the website, yeah, man, this is cool, this is amazing, yeah, converts well, but they didn't send the traffic because, so you need a backup to create such a powerful content and such an expensive content.
For sure.
Well, I was like, fuck it. And if this is not going to sell, and it did, man. And it did, because my back end, here's the thing that I tell to a couple of investors I have. I invested 3.5 million out of my own money. Own money, the company's money, not my own money. Well,
I remember your partners. I met a couple of them.
well, I was 99% owners of my company, man. I'm not 100% owner of my company. I got just a little funding at the end,
Yeah.
$300,000. Every 3.9 million or 3.1, however it was during the 3 years, that was generated based off all of its own funding startup. This is what I wanted, because my goal with Live Gonzo was to grab attention so I can sell this in a way that I can sell it for you, but I'm the producer for the next one.
Oh, good catch. Though.
Oh, you saw this? Okay, so it was right from the beginning, because what I have learned during my business, this is what I dropped the camera. It was a good point at last time at lunch. Nobody fucking asked me why I dropped the camera, which it was something that I knew it's going to cost me.
Of course.
It cost me my career, but I wanted a break of shooting 8 years in a row like nobody else.
Yeah.
The secret of that was hard work, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
But you created a need. It's
Because
like it's like when Rocco announced that he stops performing, then why watch Rocco movies? You know what I mean? That was the problem that Rocco had. That's why he had to come back and perform.
exactly.
It's because when people buy Rocco movies, they like the content, but they want to see Rocco.
Exactly.
You, the people that follow your career as a director, they wanted to see your way to shoot porn,
Yeah.
and also the people you put in it. But
Yeah.
you know.
Well, maybe you wanted to tell this because we are
Ah,
talking.
ok.
So,
En fait, ce qu'il a fait, c'est que après toute cette histoire, il a décidé de monter sa propre compagnie. That's old one.
that's all.
Yeah, Finn, use this one. I'll go get another one.
You tell me what it is. I should get the other one. You should take care of your audience.
Il a voulu investir dans dans sa propre compagnie et monter un truc qui s'appelle Live Gonzo. Live Gonzo, c'était quoi? C'était un site qui vous proposait des scènes en temps réel. En temps réel, donc comme du webcamming, mais des vraies scènes, tournées comme une scène avec une équipe, avec des acteurs, actrices connus, et qui se transformaient après en scène, qui mettaient dans les films et tout ça. mais ça vous permettait aussi parfois de dire aux gens, voilà, on aimerait bien voir ça, allez, boum, les performeurs le faisaient. J'ai fait beaucoup de scènes pour Live Gonzo. I did so many scenes for Live Gonzo.
Well, you were the main talent too, you and Lisa Ann, so...
Stop it. Et le problème qu'il a eu, il a mis dans sa compagnie 3,9 millions. Et il a eu quelques partenaires, mais qui ont investi un petit peu, mais pas autant que lui. C'est lui qui avait vraiment tout mis dedans. Et le problème, c'est que ça faisait beaucoup de vues, mais ça générait pas assez d'oseille. La conversion n'était pas terrible. Et il prenait que les top talent. You were only using top talent.
That was the strategy.
Ouais. Le problème, c'est que lorsqu'il a commencé ça, les gens n'étaient pas prêts, ne comprenaient pas comment ça marchait. I think that if you did a live Gonzo now, people are more used to that live thing.
We'll talk about it, what's going to happen, right?
People are
But
more
you're
used to the
absolutely
live
right.
thing.
But you know why? Because now we have social media awareness.
Of course. Of course.
Continue.
Avant, à l'époque où il a lancé tout ça, les réseaux sociaux, c'était pas la même chose. Les webcaming, c'était pas la même chose. Les gens comprenaient pas trop. Et du coup, ça, même si c'était une bonne aventure, ça a pas super pris.
Yeah, and the thing that with Live Gonzo was a total success. But I'm telling you why. But we were entering in a big game. We were a small swish eaten by a big fish. And I tell you why. So my strategy, because here's the thing, I dropped the camera, so I learned how to make a business. So I dropped the camera in my head before. And this is why I lost the interest of being a pornographer, because when I was a pornographer, I was there 100%. With my heart on, I was there, the animal with my guys, like, let's do it. And that's why my thing to that porn had something in plus that other people like to see, right? Now, when I dropped that part was because I said to myself, doing porn is not good enough. Well, I was after Wall Street, I was after losing porn, Perfect Gonzo, after being a lot of shit. I said, I need to know how the fuck to run this business in America, to learn to how to control my branding. So, therefore, my strategy with Live Gonzo was to create such a product and such an awareness in the business. We are fucking totally big till somebody will buy us with one condition. We are running the show. That's it. You cannot fire us.
Yeah.
I mean, it's such a similar startup business concept in any business.
Of course.
Right? And I did. I knocked on all of the 5 video companies on the door, and one of them, Live Jasmine, said yes. And at the end, of course, after 1 year, they decided to do it by themselves. And I ran out of the money, and I got bankrupt in 3 months.
Yeah.
The company was running online, trying to do something similar out of Europe, from Luxembourg, copying all of our shows, business plans, over the year integrating the two platforms. Because my point was this: you see these 140 live shows. Here is the bill: $20,000 each show. Okay, right? $10,000 what the cost of the scene. $10,000 additional cost in employees, salaries, cost,
Of course.
bills, right? That was my margin. One show, 20,000, multiply 140, you do the math.
Yeah.
And that's the content, right? That's not to mention the hard work. I mean, that's just the cost.
Yeah.
Plus my years of what, but that doesn't matter. That's a business, okay? I'm not complaining about that. And that was the idea. Do you see the conversion? I don't have traffic because I invested in product. So
That's
that's
why
why
we were talking earlier with my wife, that she had the same problem, and that's why it was good for her that she sold a piece of her company to
the
those people.
best step that she did.
Exactly.
But that's what the point. I did it based on the same. That's why I asked this, because now this deal is securing her. Back in those years, it was easy to get rid of me because they thought they can do it without ourselves. It seems, since I'm talking to you, that the business comprehend the fucking fact that if you fired us, you cannot just give this script. Come on, do it.
Yeah, no, of course. Of course. Alors, en fait, ce qui s'est passé, c'est que lorsqu'il a vu, en fait, il investissait énormément de temps et d'argent sur la production. Le problème, c'est qu'il n'avait pas quelqu'un qui arrivait à envoyer le trafic sur son site. Il avait besoin de gens comme ça. Il a commencé à démarcher différentes boîtes de Internet comme Live Jasmine et d'autres, dont je ne citerai pas les noms.
I am live, Streammate, Live Jasmine, Pornhub Premium,
Donc-
Video Chat.
donc tous
everybody.
ces gens-là
And
qui-
everybody said yes, Raul, we want this.
qui étaient en place avec le trafic Internet. Bon. Sweetie. Et I say, I'm not gonna say all the names, and you're like, eh, pop, pop, pop. they're laughing.
Oh yeah, I'm so sorry.
No worries,
Fuck.
it's okay, it's okay.
Oh yeah, he mentioned this. He told me to not say any shit.
It's no big deal. It's no
I'm
big
so
deal.
sorry.
It's no big deal. Et en fait, il passe un deal avec Live Jasmine. Et tout ça, ça met 1 an à se mettre en place. Et au bout d'1 an, Live Jasmine, ils lui disent, bah tu sais quoi, finalement, on va pas faire le deal avec toi. On va faire ce que tu fais, mais on va le faire nous-mêmes de notre côté, donc on n'a pas besoin de toi. Truc d'enculé. Truc que toutes ces boîtes de Internet font toujours. C'est vraiment les plus gros fils de pute de la Terre, de toute façon. Those are pieces of shit human beings when they like make a deal with you and drag you all that time to tell you finally it's not you.
They have the right to do so.
They have the right to do so, but
It's
in
business. I talked with the owner. I
in
said, listen, I'm
business-
not pissed off on you, but you kind of fucked me up.
Yeah.
I said, Raul, blah, blah, blah. This
in-
is business.
in-
Get mature.
I know, but you know,
Yeah.
in business, to me, this is called being a piece of shit, especially
Yeah.
because they're shitty on work. Et en gros, ils l'ont fait eux-mêmes. Et ils ont voulu faire ça en Europe, pas cher, faire exactement ce que lui faisait, mais ça n'a pas marché, du coup ils se sont plantés. Problème, c'est que comme lui il avait mis tout dans cette direction-là, 3 mois plus tard, il fait banqueroute et obligé d'abandonner, quoi.
Okay, and well, now that was the last hit that I needed.
Ouais.
No, that was the last hit that I needed because when you're running on $50,000 cost per month,
Yeah.
and you are sure that the contract, because you know it was a celebration of the company that we got the contract, right? And then it turned out that we actually didn't, and that was my last milestone, you know.
Ouais.
So I had to shut down my whole company, man, in a matter of 3 months.
Ouais, en 3 mois, il a dû tout arrêter et voilà quoi.
Yep.
Let's talk about what you do now, because now you completely oriented your life towards another business that really like exploded in the last few years.
Yeah, cannabis industry.
Alors maintenant, il a arrêté le porno. Et avec l'explosion du cannabis, avec la légalisation aux États-Unis dans plusieurs États, il s'est lancé dans le business du cannabis. Et on va commencer à parler de ça. Let's talk about this.
Yeah, well, we had I was smoking weed. Don't get me wrong, and the whole approach since I was 27. I don't know. My first alcohol was when I was 22. I drank alcohol. I started drinking alcohol after my divorce. I was sober as fuck. So the point is that I always thought when the whole Wall Street went down, I said, okay, this is not going good. Was the first time when I was faced with a threat that, okay, and if I lose porn, which eventually I did,
Yeah.
right? I did because I lost my mind. I had to create something, but my mind was into create another career of mine. So, because when in 2010 I was faced with from this to bang down, I said, dude, so nothing is secure, not even porn. Okay, maybe I should think, but then I was safe. I was really, really safe, and I said, okay. So I paid attention to this business, but I didn't had the knowledge was not legal that much, and then throughout the health situation, I had to learn, and based on the fact that one of my ex gym trainer, I had not a good impression about cannabis, let me tell you so, and I look down to people who smoke cannabis, honestly. I smoke cannabis only when I was at a party with a girl, very rarely. But you know, stoners, I didn't know what cannabis and the plant really means at all. And then by learning about this plant throughout the health situation, I said, wait a second, man. And my trainer, who had some health problems, still does, he showed me 3 documentaries that I really suggest for everybody to see. One, it's Magical Weed on that tube site. It's one of the most amazing documentaries that I ever. So I have learned that this thing exists on our planet, and we have in all of our bodies CBD receptors. And we, as a human beings, we connect with this plant that have thousands of effects on our body that nobody knows how. This is a secret plant all over the caves since thousands of years, all of the ancients. So this is my knowledge now, because of this health situation, I end up learning about cannabis, and I said, wait a second, man. And then I learned about the history of cannabis, about the legislation of cannabis, why it end up on the #1 record as a drug, when that happened, and what the effect. And thanks to all of these tube websites, right, I've learned a lot. I said, wait a second, this is my new potential, and I like to be involved with this. I mean, building a career and curing cancer, that suits well, because I start to be really, really sick of porn,
Right.
and our life in porn, and the people in porn.
Of course.
And I start to be disappointed and angry of everybody because of what happened to me.
Yeah.
All right, I mean, it wasn't everybody bad at all. No, don't understand, of course. But I was just angry on the whole thing.
Of course.
So I end up seeing and learning everything in 1 year that I could about cannabis. And after years and years and years, I convinced someone to fund a whole 6 months of structuring the U.S. cannabis business to learn about this, and the European company, because and during this period of time, investing about spending $100,000, visiting farms, talking with lawyers. So that was my homework. Really funded, really properly funded. And my report after 8 months, and this is the result why I'm right here with what I want to do, was that I have to identify what is my value in this industry. Man, I mean, I don't know nothing about growing flowers.
Yeah.
And then seeing how the whole industry evolves, now Europe falls as a domino. And when this started to happen 2 years ago, that Switzerland in 2017, January 1st, became CBD legal. Switzerland was the first country.
CBD legal, but
Yes,
not
THC.
THC.
Yes,
Yeah.
right? Because THC means tetrahydrocannabinol, right? And CBD means cannabidoid. And those receptors, actually there are 400 of these agents in the cannabis plant. They identified only 4, the cannabidoids, but there are 400. Now, this plant is, by ancient people, named like the alien plant. From the botanical perspective point of view, all of the trees are connected into genetic codes and flowers and all that. They have a similarity. This plant has 0, with no one. And it has so much ramifications, and we don't even know how much it does to our body, because it apparently cures everything. What it does, the CBD, the cannabinoid agent from the flower, because this is the THC flower and this is the CBD flower. You have to get the seed precisely that doesn't have THC in it. Now, that agent, when it gets into your bloodstream, surrounds the cancer cell, because the cancer cell feeds through glucose, so it needs sugar. That's why we die, man. That's why we have cancer, because we eat fucking sugar. Sugar is the poison. It's the worst thing that we can, and we love sugar because we are dependent.
Yeah.
I love it. Don't get me wrong.
It's an addiction.
I'm addicted to it. Okay, look, we came home from lunch. Do you have some desserts? Boom.
Yeah.
That's your addiction right there. And what I was trying to say to this, maybe you translate.
Yes, I'm going to do this.
Because otherwise I
It
can
was
keep going.
it was a long one. I'm trying to.
No, it's
En
good
fait,
stuff.
après ce qui lui est arrivé dans le porno, il a un peu été dégoûté du monde du porno, des gens du porno. Il s'est rendu compte que pour lui, ça allait être dur de faire autre chose dans le porno
You're right, you need sugar.
en étant propriétaire de ces trucs. En gros, il a commencé à discuter avec un mec qui l'entraînait à la gym, et pour lui, le cannabis, c'était pas un truc qu'il aimait bien. Il fumait un petit joint ici et là s'il était avec une meuf en soirée, mais en réalité, pas son kiff du tout. Même il avait un regard sur les gens, sur les stoners, les gens qui fumaient beaucoup, un peu, il les regardait un peu de haut. Et puis il a commencé, quelqu'un lui a montré une vidéo qui expliquait un peu mieux ce que c'était, comment ça marchait, les bienfaits par rapport au cancer, tout ça. Et il explique, il a commencé à s'y intéresser vraiment beaucoup, beaucoup et à regarder de plus en plus de vidéos et de se rendre compte de ce que c'était vraiment. Et que en ce moment, petit à petit, en Europe, les barrières du cannabis commencent à tomber comme des dominos. Un peu comme ici, a little bit like here in America. It started with Colorado and now it's one after the other, after the other. Et du coup, il s'est dit pourquoi pas, c'est quelque chose qui peut être très intéressant et il y a beaucoup de bienfaits qui feraient que ça m'aiderait à créer un nouveau business et surtout en Europe où ça va être encore, c'est encore à développer. Il disait que aussi il y a une grosse différence entre le THC et le CBD. En gros, pour vous expliquer, le THC, c'est ce qui vous fait planer dans la weed, alors que le CDB, ça vous met juste bien, ça vous met à l'aise, mais ça vous baisse pas la tête, quoi. Et il y a tellement de choses à faire qu'apparemment, ils ont reconnu que 4 formes de CBD, alors qu'il y a 400 capteurs de CBD différents dans le corps, un truc comme ça, j'ai pas très bien compris, parce que c'est pas mon truc, mais il y a de 400 CBD captors, you say, in the body?
Agents, yeah, no, the plant has 400. They identified they have not identified, but 400 active agents in the plant that have a connection with our body. Now they identified only 4, the cannabinoid family.
Yeah.
But plant has another hundreds that they don't know what can do with our body.
Ouais, en
This
gros,
is how
ça
the
reconnaît
healthy this plant is.
que 4 choses, des bienfaits du CBD sur votre corps, alors qu'il y en a plus de 400. Et, I'm gonna go get some water. I'll be right back.
You go get some more, okay. And then I'm going to take care.
Si vous
ask
avez
me
des
questions.
questions, exactly. Si
Ask
vous avez
me
des
questions.
questions pour Raoul, n'hésitez pas. Restez poli, c'est un bon ami, s'il vous plaît.
Yeah, but please write in English, because if it's possible.
Linux, si t'es là, ou Sweezy, si tu veux l'aider, n'hésitez pas en vocal. On est sur Discord.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to Google myself what CBD does to your body. You really have to Google. And first of all, I'm not a doctor at all, but I can talk all night about this. But you should Google what CBD. Google this. Is CBD curing cancer? And go on YouTube, all right? Go on those tube websites so you can watch testimonials. Don't believe me, okay? Because I have started to say that I really want to be a part of this industry. Not because I needed the job, but I think this is an amazing industry to be a part of. And I'm not a professional, and I'm not going to teach you guys how to raise flower or whatnot. But I wanted to be a part of this, man. And you have to. There is a documentary. It's called "The Magic Weed." It is a very good documentary about the history of the plant, going back thousands of years, and how this plant was discovered by the Chinese. I think like 2000 before Christ or something. It's amazing. And the fact that how they have identified the fact that by smoking the plant you get high. It's also funny. So just please go Google Google everything and watch the movie The Magic Weed. Well, of course, man. I mean, THC is the agent, the active agent that give us the euphoria, you know. You know, and this is a THC vape pen, so we are talking about THC. So I showed them a THC pen.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you put in this?
Lemon? Just lemon juice.
So
Let
we're
me see
talking
this
about.
one. Let me see this one.
Okay, look, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Product.
I don't know. I knew people that made something like that.
And this is the new battery kind of design.
Yeah.
It's called Palm or something.
You know,
I mean, it has a little device that connects.
to my wife. You know, she owns a piece of a company that does like e-cigs, all that.
Really?
For like almost 10 years now.
Really?
It's crazy.
We should talk business about this.
Merci
man.
à Esminato, merci David Taverny.
For the water. Of course. How tall? 180. Thank you so much, man. All right.
That's what I wanted to say. What I like, I mean, I like a lot of things about you, but what I love is everything you do it with passion, and you do it in a very professional way. Where, like, when you get an interest in something, you want to know everything about that thing. It's pretty
Thank
cool.
you.
Not everyone's like that.
It takes time though, so you can.
Of course, it takes time.
But that's the only way, because in the long run, if you don't pay your homework, I mean, if you don't do your homework, and actually, it was a really challenging this moment for me, because I have to do my homework and get to this environment of people. I'm not making money with this industry, but I know
Yet.
I'm going yet. Well, I did already, but I'm not. When we're talking about making money, we're not talking about paying bills,
Yeah.
right? Okay, let's put it this way. Even though I have struggled with bills sometimes, because when you do a transition of creating something new, well, buckle up. Because you have to travel, you have to do stuff that you have no fucking clue, stay in meetings that you don't understand shit.
Yeah.
And somehow convince professionals, like somebody comes to Manuel Ferrara in porn. I mean, come on, that's a lot of work to do, That's the way I go out to people like my business partner, who's the vice president of sales of High Tides magazine, and somehow I convince him, and he's with me. I mean, people are helping you if you're a cool guy, man. No?
Yeah.
I mean, that's how. If you're not, I mean, you're fucked.
Yeah.
So the point that matters is that after visiting farms and with this European potential business partner that I knew, a very wealthy and very smart business partner that I had, at the end I said, listen, we don't want to invest in this industry as to create a farm. We want to invest in something else. And I realized that the only way I can be valuable in this industry, I cannot catch up with nobody else. I mean, you have to understand, Los Angeles and California at this moment is the absolute capital.
Huge.
I mean, and they're so good.
I told you, a friend of mine, he owns like several dispensaries.
The services.
I went to one of these dispensaries, which I'm about to do a stream there.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I'm going to do that stream where I'm going to go there and show the product and show the place and then get
Right.
live for the first time live.
I want to be there.
We should do it together.
We should do it together, man. Listen, I'm bringing a brand. I'm bringing High Times with
Fuck,
you.
man.
So what I realized is that when I saw in 2017 the Swiss announced it, I will never forget, that they are going to become CBD legal, because this is the first step. Every country is CBD legal
yeah.
first. Why? Because that doesn't get you high.
Exactement. Et les pays en ce moment en Europe, ils commencent juste à être légal au niveau du CBD. Pourquoi? Parce que ça vous fait pas planer. C'est pas un truc qui vous drogue en
The
fait.
Germany is THC legal, by the way.
Oh, Germany?
Germany
À
is
l'Allemagne,
THC legal.
l'Allemagne c'est légal déjà.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they don't. Listen, I told you. Like, I saw on TV that guy. It was very famous scientist. He got a Nobel Prize for it.
Cool.
Where I don't remember his name.
Okay.
And he was on TV because in France they sell mostly hashish more than cannabis. Everything comes
I
back
know
from
that.
Morocco, blah blah blah. Go through Spain.
Very
and all
good,
of the-
very good hashes, by the way.
very good hashish. But the real problem is then you never end up smoking the thing directly that they went to pick up.
Yeah.
People buy it, mix it with a bunch of shit, resell it. They put some Xanax, they put some glue,
Yeah.
they put some shit in it. And he was saying himself that he was for legalization of marijuana.
Yep.
And so the guy that did the interview is like, so you think it's okay for young people to smoke weed? It's like, listen, I don't want people to smoke weed, but I know they're smoking weed or
Anyway.
hashish anyway. And it's like, I want them to smoke good stuff.
Good stuff.
If you smoke, I don't want you to smoke something that's 5% of it is actually cannabis and 95% in mixed with like glue and fucking plastic and fucking Xanax and fucking shit that's gonna fuck you
People
up.
are dying, man.
People, you know, and that's what he was saying. He was saying like, I don't want people to smoke, but they're smoking anyway. So since they're smoking, I want it to be legal. And he was talking also about the tax facts.
Of course.
like-
Let's not forget about that.
Colorado, the first year of legalization, they give money back from the taxes to their people.
Yeah, I remember.
There is
remember. It was a big
I saw a
news.
documentary in Colorado
Yeah.
of a guy that became rich. Do you know how he became rich? He didn't sell weed. He didn't sell. He did like in Hollywood the tours of the weed shop with the bus. So he has a guy. He has a guy that has a bus. He's multiple one. His employees. They drive the bus. There is a window so they don't get affected by the weed. The customers can smoke the weed in the back.
Super cool.
They pay for the driver to take them around.
Right.
And on the other hand, he get paid by the weed stores to bring the customers there.
Exactly.
So
As
he
a
makes
customer.
money right and left. Multi-millionaire, that guy.
Cheers for that.
Okay.
Cheers for that.
It creates so many new jobs.
Right.
It's good taxes. There's so much shit to do with that. It's incredible.
Yeah, and now at this moment, Germany is legal. Spain is the most liberal country in the world.
Yeah.
Actually, regarding cannabis, it's not illegal. It's illegal, but it's so 70% of the population of Spain are smoking, are users. I mean, you are walking in Barcelona, you see the plants growing from and that's an awesome thing. The biggest Spain cannabis expo, Spanabis, had just happened a month ago. Huge event. I mean, you have to see it on TV. I mean, the whole thing is absolutely amazing. Why not? You know why? Thanks to the internet, this plant that cures our human body. You can forget about aspirin. Aspirin is gone. Sleeping pills, gone. Digestives, gone. Problematic with your, toilet problems, gone. Sleeping problems, gone.
Do you think that in some country, maybe
and those
the
are just
pharmaceutical company can try to block this? Or maybe they do their own version of it?
Well, man, we should not go that deep into, what we know about pharmaceutical companies. But the information is out there. They try to block it as much as possible. But the population access to information that we have, what we have right now, this power of information, we can Google pharmaceutical companies back in the day. They are the biggest activists against the cannabis legislation. But look what's happening. It is legal everywhere. It is. So it works? Not really. Why? Because the people cannot be fooled anymore. They know there are testimonials. You go on the Tube website and you see people who are cured from cancer. Thousands of videos who are telling, I dropped the chemo, I start to do this, and my tumor is gone since 6 months. I mean, it's not me. Don't take me for a war. This is happening, and this is why we have access to this, and this is why people are in a need, and this is because the world is broken and they need the cash. The compromise have been merged, and cheers for that.
It's gonna be worldwide, like very soon. They have to, like, you cannot also see how
Macedonia is legal, man. I've been in Macedonia 2 times. Yeah, Macedonia is legal.
But when you think about it and you see the other countries next to you doing good,
you wanted to be there.
But what I have to say, et on peut pas oublier ça.
Yeah.
You have to know that in Europe, the last country that allowed Red Bull was France.
I didn't know that.
I remember traveling all across Europe and everyone was drinking Red Bull, and in France it was because of the taurine, the thing they put in it.
Oh, okay.
In France it was forbidden. Now it's legal and everything. Listen, I would love to keep talking about that. I will have to, but my son has a lacrosse game I have to go to. J'aimerais tellement pouvoir continuer, mais mon fils a une partie de lacrosse. On refera ça très bientôt. On va vous mettre les réseaux sociaux. We're gonna put,
we grow up 200 followers. Cool.
Yeah, we are gonna put the social media for Raul. We're gonna see you way more. We'll do more. On reviendra, on parlera encore de tout ça. En attendant, mon fils il fait du lacrosse. Do you have a website about cannabis?
If I do have I do not own a website about cannabis.
Not yet.
Go and search.
Merci Tiwel. Je vous fais des gros bisous. On vous remercie. Thank you very much for coming by. Je vais vous envoyer chez Mamodo. Elwinji, elle est en train de faire du Overwatch. Je vous fais des gros bisous à tous et je vous dis sûrement à plus tard. Bisous, bisous, salut!